So we're looking at a replay of the Tier 9 Italian heavy auto reloader on Mountain Pass. I had a pretty decent game and just was barely able to carry it till the end. But there's a couple decisions I made that I thought were strong, and there's a couple decisions and mistakes that I made that are worth learning from. So here it is. Mountain Pass is a very corridor-based map. It looks like it's an open map, but it's really not. There's the ice road corridor, the bridge corridor. I usually go to the south. J2 is probably the most important and strong position. It's relatively already safe. The problem is you got to cross this open part, and the map is really unbalanced in terms of north and south for the early shots across here. So it's much easier for the north team to shoot safely across this valley than it is for the south team to do so, and the north team can get into position quicker and safer. So I don't love that part of this map. So I usually try to hug the rocks, stay away from it, point my turret across the valley just in case, and get over into the important position. That's one of the problems with this map is right there. I think I hit his gun. It's kind of lame. I guess I'm lucky I hit him on the move. Didn't expect to get penned there by him. I'm thinking Leopard's going to be right here. Yep. Hits me again. So it's totally unbalanced. Those tanks can get into that position much quicker. Their fast tanks can. There's no real counter position to that. But again, it's really important, so I feel like it's worth taking this position. I was going to go up and shoot the Brask if I needed to, but he had already died. And so now I feel like we've got a lot of our team here. We're covering the other corridors, so it's okay. But we just need to slow play this. It's really hard to... You end up dying if you push in too early. I see the E4 on the minimap, and I think about going to shoot him, but honestly, he's going to just tuck into those rocks. I'm not going to get shots anyway. The Barask would be shooting him if there was shots. That was a really lucky shot. Honestly, that's only like 240 pen on this gun. I think I got, yeah, the corner of his angle right there. You just barely pen it. So I'm looking for it again. I'm thinking, you can see me, the next clip I put in is going to be heat, so I can deal with him and just shoot him in the front. Looking across, RUBR YOLO'd. He's going to probably die. Those tanks are shooting. Again, if I go there, I'm just going to not get shots by the time I get there. That was pretty lucky. I know he doesn't have the gun depression to really deal with me, so I can kind of camp him there. Got to be careful about losing hit points to lower tier tanks. Hopefully my frontal plate here, I'm angling it on purpose, so it's going to be tricky, and the rock stick out should cover my lower plate. My turret is fair. It's not great, it's fair. This Conqueror showing up is going to be bad news. I was a little careless there. Let him shoot me, but since he shot, I can empty out. Now I got heat coming. Again, the tier 8 tank penned me. A little frustrating. It sucks to lose hit points to lower tier tanks. But now I kind of have to let them think that I've got shots. You already can occasionally hit you here, especially like the CGC has a really good gun arc, or a shell trajectory arc. Could potentially drop a shell in here. Right next to this, I feel okay. You know, at this point I feel like I just need to take damage. You can see we're probably going to lose the bridge, the ice road, who knows. This fight looks worse than it did before. This fight looks worse than it did just a few minutes ago because I feel like we're losing too much hit points basically. So our IS-3 died, the TPT is nearly dead. So, and I only have like a couple tier 8 tanks behind me. So when this guy YOLO's in, I want to go with him, but I really can't sit here and take shots from the Leopard. And the Leopard really didn't want to shoot him, so I was hoping that he would turn his turret. But now I should be able to push in. Again, I can take a shot here if I need to, but the brass comes in, that makes a huge difference. As far as safely being able to finish off a flank. And now again, you gotta immediately turn around. So we lost the middle, they've come through the valley. As I'm reloading here, I went back to standard rounds because I didn't really think I'm going to need them to deal with these couple tanks. It sucks. So firing this tank dry sucks. The reload is awful. The DPM, the base DPM, even on when you've only shot your first shell is terrible. But I think there's some balance that has to be said with, are you going to be shooting in the next little bit anyway? Is taking their tank down another shot in hit points really valuable or not? Like, should you reload? Should you take them down? Like here, I feel like I just need to get any damage I can. This is a miss shot here. I was trying to get the Emil because I thought he was the most important threat. I should have shot the Type 49. It probably doesn't matter in some ways because the Brass gun 2-shot the 49 without taking damage. But I see the 95. Hopefully I can cross here. I need to help deal with this Emil. He must be reloading. You see him backing away and not pressing our one-shot tank, so I figure he has to be reloading, which allows me to push in. You gotta be careful on this corner. The T-95 could potentially shoot me here. I should have just killed him, but I was worried about getting into this alcove a little further, so the T-95 didn't kill me. So the snapshot trolled me hard there. So now I want to reload. I don't want to charge across an open field with the T-95, but at the same time our cap is being pressured really hard. And so this is probably a misplay. I go around this way, partially just to give myself time to reload and try to think about different angles I can take. But now that I see my Brask and TPT go in, which is the correct play for those fast tanks, they should try to go flank the 95 and use cover as much as possible. There's that rock there that they can approach from. The Brask realizes that there's nobody at cap, and then, I suppose he probably should have helped deal with the T-95 first, but in reality, our TPT should have him right here. I'm a little disappointed that I got spotted. I probably didn't need to shoot that one. But here we go. So here, the question is, are they going to push us or are they not? So I need to play how my team is playing. The TPT is getting distance, and the Brask is going to go kill Artie and presumably cap, so I just need to slow play. And so I'm going to back out of here when I realize I have no support and they're not capping. I figure they'll be right around the corner and pushing me. And then one caps, so I think, okay, could one of them be pushing me and the other one capping right now? With them seeing they're already about to die, I would expect the other one, they're going to have to make a decision, so they're probably both going to get on cap. And they do, so now basically, you see me communicating with the team, I'm telling them to double cap and I'll go reset. So I know right here that I really only need to get reset, so I'm fine shooting. If I don't have an easy pen, I'm just going to shoot their tracks and get a reset. I got 3 shells to shoot 2 tanks. I'm actually a little worried that I'm not going to get there in time because the timer is running out. And so I feel a little pressure to hurry up and shoot that. It's insane that didn't hit his tank at all. But I got green there, so they both shot me. I can take my time and get a reset, even with the damaged gun. So 5k damage. I got the defender. I reset it just barely in time. Helped my team win. And we'll cap them out. There's nothing they can do about it at this point. So shout out to the Brask and the TPT. They made a really good decision to leave the engagement because they're both basically one shots for those 2 tanks. I had the hit points, but they were quick. They had made a good decision to go run away and give our team a chance to cap out. So they both did really well. I think the TPT had like 4k damage and the Brask had like 3.5k damage. So yeah, a combination of, I got lucky a couple times with some of the pens on the initial rock position. I played the map how I think it is most advantageous to play by playing the most important position and not forcing it there, playing it slow enough, taking damage where I needed to. The TPT played awesome when he flanked in there. He realized that we needed to win that flank and he went for it, and that allowed us to kill the Leopard and the Russian side scraper heavy and the rest of the tanks that were there. Sometimes if you win that earlier in the game, it's really not worth continuing the push down that line, down the 1-2 line, because it's just kind of a firing line for their snipers and tanks that are sitting up on the hill in C2 and C3. So it's usually worth winning that and then reestablishing your tank somewhere else. It's going to be more helpful. So that's how that one played out. Thanks for watching.